That breaking news is in San Joaquin County. A tanker overturned has shut down a freeway. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Lisa Gonzalez.
And I'm Golston Dart. So the crash has led to some major delays. They are taking this very slow because this is a very literally volatile situation.
It is, and this is on the 205 outside of Tracy. Live Copter 3 over the scene right now. There's the overturned tanker on its side, that back car, and we believe from CHP that there is a mix of ethanol and gas in there, so they're taking it very slow.
Yeah, you can, well, we had it zoomed in a little bit more, and you can see one of those red placards, little stickers they put on these tankers. It says, you know, hazardous material, flammable material, stay away. And so you can see how that rear trailer there has flipped over. Now, the good news in all this, which you can clearly see here, is that all of that ethanol is intact. But again, they are taking this slow and cautious. I-205 remains closed in both directions. That has triggered a massive traffic nightmare. People trying to get to and from the Bay Area are not getting through. People trying to get home from the Bay Area to Tracy, they're not going to be able to get through this way. And again, let's talk about that ethanol that's going to have to be offloaded to another tanker, and they're going to have to do that in a very careful, deliberative way. As for what ethanol is, it's a volatile, flammable, basically colorless liquid that gets added to a lot of fuels. You've probably seen on the gas pump, says ethanol fuel. So this is what that is. Highly explosive if sparks are near it. So it's going to take a special kind of team to get out there and actually perform that removal of the ethanol into a tank that they can get out of there.
Well, and we're showing you the backup from Live Copter 3, and it's not just the 205 and the 580 that are literally parking lots right now. It's a lot of the side streets. We're talking the Patterson Pass is in the red right now. That's really backed up. I know also Turner Road also backed up right now. And even in Livermore, a lot of those side streets in Livermore also backed up all the way through the Altamont Pass, as there just aren't a lot of alternate routes to get around this right now. And this happened after 1 o'clock today, Golston, and it still looks like this. That's just how slow they're having to take this to be cautious.
Well, it's just that one little stretch of interstate right there where if something like this happens, there really are not a lot of alternatives. So people are going to have to decide whether they're just going to sit and wait it out, which could take hours, or are they going to pull off on a side road and sit and wait it out there, or find something maybe to do, or to turn back around and wait in Livermore or somewhere else, which even getting there is going to be difficult.
It is, because the 680 is backed up as well right now. But yeah, if you can get to Livermore or one of those little side cities like San Ramon or Dublin, get to a restaurant and sit it out. All right, we'll continue to follow this from Live Copter.